Hi guys, welcome to Generation of Hope, and today we've got Samuel with us.
Hi, Mike.
Today,
Good evening and welcome to Generation of Hope.
No,
and David.
you got comedic value.
I'll do that.
How are you?
Right there, Dad, you're on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
On the YouTube!
I look at your car. I mean, you've got a bold tire on the front, which I changed. Your wing,
Anyway, this is recording, so we should...
your wing mirror's broken.
Yeah. We're...
Hashtag hope. Do not, that's not going in the bloopers.
the Bible is a book, or what is it? It's a book or a collection of 66 books.
Well, first of all, should we read the Bible?
Should we?
Yes.
Of course we should read the Bible. Do you want to be transformed?
Yes.
One of my favourite parts of scripture is in Romans 12, verse 1, where it talks about being transformed by the renewing of our mind. And that's a good question to ask yourself. Do you want to live a transformed life? But there's this ongoing process of our minds being renewed. It's like a system of thinking that informs people's choices.
I mean, the Bible hasn't changed my life, like, in many ways, but, like, God has, who wrote it. The way that the Bible is full of, like, promises about life and about following God, about the things that he says he's going to do, guidance and wisdom. If you decide to follow Jesus, you want to grow in faith and in your relationship with God, which is what faith is all about. If you've got this amazing book that, like, God has written, it's inspired people to write, then it's from him, then it seems like kind of crazy to not use that. Reading about his life in the Gospels is one of the best ways to do that.
Is the Bible talking about something that's already happened, or something that will happen, or something that is happening? Or how does that
Oh,
work?
good question. I
What
guess
time frame are we in when we
a
read the Bible?
little, I guess a little bit of all of those.
Yeah.
The Bible is super diverse. It's got loads of different stuff in it. Like some books that are like all history, some books that are poetry, songs, some narrative, some law books, loads of different stuff. And loads of it is relevant to right now, to like what's happening right now in our lives. Loads of what it says about doing life following God. Some of it claims to be about what is in the future and what is yet to come.
We encounter the person and the character of God. And as we understand more of who God is and what he has said and what he's promised and what he invites us to be a part of, we can much more easily, embrace the life that he has for us. Transformation. Because there's like a threefold way in which, like, as we read scripture, we learn more about who God is, who we are, and understanding the world that we live in and how we interact with this world, and why the world is the way it is.
So it really gives you a purpose.
Like when we leave the house, and like we do the check down of like all the things that we've got, or when we leave somewhere, like got my keys, got my wallets, got my phone. We never think, oh, I've got my Bible. I mean, I know that we've got like phones on our Bibles and things like this, but even so, there's almost like this. We have this kind of almost like sense of urgency or panic when one of them's missing. Like especially if we're leaving somewhere and like we've got to go out, and it's like the sense of, oh no, I haven't got my phone, or I haven't got my keys, or how am I going to function for this day? And I kind of feel like we should have the same kind of urgency about the Bible.
Yeah, that we miss it when we don't read it.
It's very easy to like say I love Jesus. I do this myself. I'm a friend and follower of Jesus. I love Jesus. But then it's a very different thing to be able to do what he says. But there's nothing to actually know what he says. And how can we even know what he says if we don't open the pages of scripture? I know lots of people are going to say, oh, I wish it was a movie or a film, or it'd be so much easier to be able to engage with scripture if I could watch it. And to be fair, in some books you can, and actually that is an option. I know, like especially the Gospels. I know they've done some very great adaptations of the Gospels.
Filming.
Careful!
There's a camera.
Alright.
Careful. Generation of Hope, Peter's YouTube channel. Me and Samuel are on it.
Just talking about the Bible.
Yes.
Find a friend.
Step
Find a friend because it's easy to read the Bible with a friend, and you're more likely to do it. And
You can encourage each other.
encourage one another.
Step 2.
Wait, that's step 1. Because the Bible, no, serious, this is good stuff actually. Because the Bible, when it was written, lots of elements of the Bible were written in such a way to be read out loud and to be heard of in the context of community. And so I think it's just generally better received anyway when you're in a group, and actually reading the Bible out loud with other people is a really kind of great way of engaging with scripture, hearing it, which makes it easier for people who don't like reading as well. Because if you've got friends who can read with you, then you can listen and follow along.
Or audio Bible.
There's a great Bible Project podcast on the Bible being read aloud. Everyone should go find it.
Is it?
Step 2.
Step 2.
Pick a good translation.
Pick a good translation.
Now, which is the best translation?
The
one you read. I'm not suggesting any particular one, but have a look at a few
King
and
James.
find one that you
Find a Bible.
find
Hey, what's that, Daniel?
easy to engage with.
They might get confused.
Bibles, like people, come in all shapes and sizes.
It's true.
Some are big, some are small. Bible is
Okay.
a Bible that's worn out is owned by a Christian who's not.
Step 3. Start reading the Bible.
Start reading the Bible.
Good place to start. If you've never read the Bible, Peter, where would you recommend?
Is
So the reason Mark is like a good place to start is because some people call it the action gospel, because so much happens in it.
the Gospel of Mark is a great recommendation because it's a great overview of what Jesus did and who he is. It's great. What I love about Mark, so Mark introduces, it's written by Mark, by a guy called
Yeah.
Mark. Mark introduces gospel as like this is the good news of Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
the Son of God, or
Yeah.
something like that. So, and that's the only time that Mark gives his opinion in the whole of the gospel. Just right at the beginning, like kind of lays out this is who he is, and then he kind of like just shows you Jesus' life throughout the rest of the gospel. Shows Jesus doing different things, and then shows the response of other people, and then can let you decide for yourself who is Jesus,
Yeah,
which I love. I think it's really clever.
that is cool.
And as Peter has said earlier, it's often referred to as the Action Bible. Not the Action Bible, that's something else.
The
That's
Action
good. That's good.
Gospel.
The Action Gospel, just because of like.